guys, it's Gabby and I am back. It's been a while since I've been on a regular uploading schedule, and really all I can tell you is that I have been incredibly busy. I've had back to school, I've had some personal issues and just some personal things that I've been going through, and overall I've just been incredibly busy, and my priority was not my channel but dealing with myself and dealing with my busy schedule, so that now that things are a bit more under control, I can focus on my channel, which really is something that I love, and I'm really glad that I get to be back and I get to bring a lot of amazing content to you guys. And I promise by the end of this month you're really going to get to see a bit of everything from my channel. You're going to get to see some vlogs, some book reviews, maybe a tag or two, and today I am bringing you my August wrap up, which is of course incredibly late, but two good things about it is one, I read a lot of amazing books in the month of August, anticipating that as I was going to start school, I wouldn't be getting to read as much, which has definitely proven to be true. And two, that all the books I read in the month of August are 5 out of 5 star reads for me, which is fantastic because I've never really had that happen to me before. So I'm so excited to gush about all of these amazing reads that I had in the month of August. And I think that I'm going to do just that now that I've gotten through all of the boring parts of this video. Let's do just that, and let's get started with the August wrap up. So this first book that I read in the month of August really needs no introduction. It is Hamilton, the Revolution by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Jeremy McCarter. You might also know this book as the Hamilton. It basically tells the story of Hamilton the musical and how it came to be. Jeremy McCarter basically followed Lin throughout, this entire journey of making this musical, and you get to find out where it started, and then the casting process, the moving from the public to the Richard Rodgers, and then the success now that this musical has become so widely known. And Lin then contributes to this book by writing footnotes for all of the songs within the musical. And so you get to see his comment on how some of the songs are written and where certain references come from. And you get to find out just more about the musical, and it's just a whole kind of behind the scenes bonus feature into this whole musical and how it was created. And I absolutely love that sort of behind the scenes stuff. So reading this book for me was so much fun. Honestly, if you love Hamilton, you have to pick this book up ASAP, and I think a lot of people probably have, but I didn't get the chance to do it until now, and I'm so glad that I did because I loved reading this book and actually getting to listen to the songs as I was reading it. It was such a wonderful experience, and then getting to page through this book and look at all of the beautiful pictures and the writing and just everything is just absolutely phenomenal. There is a lack of positive adjectives that I can use to describe this book because it just left me totally speechless, and I am just so in love with it. I am so glad I got to pick this book up, and it's just beautiful, and it's probably one of my favorite books on my shelf now. So sticking with the Hamilton theme, this is not a book that I actually read this month, but was sent to me just recently this week by Crown Publishing, and that is Alexander Hamilton's Guide to Life by Jeff Wilsner. This book is not actually out yet, but it is available for pre-order, and I will link that link down below. But this was sent to me by Crown Publishing for me to review on my channel, and I'm really excited to do that. You're probably going to be finding out more in November because of something that I have planned that you will find out about more later, but I am really excited to get into this book and get to read more about Hamilton and his life because I really haven't read a lot of nonfiction works recently, so I think it's going to be fun to get into this story and to get to learn more about Hamilton, and I definitely plan on reading it before the musical so I can have a bit more of a background on things that aren't within the musical that had to be cut, and just get to know more about Hamilton and his life, and just get me more pumped to get to see Hamilton in Chi-Town. Thank you so much, Crown Publishing, for sending me a copy of this book. I cannot wait to read it. You are all amazing. So now getting back into my wrap up, the next 4 books that I read are actually still sitting on my shelf, but I was too lazy to take them out. I finished the rest of the Harry Potter series, books 4 through 7, and what else can I say besides the fact that Harry Potter is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to make a video very soon in which I talk about my whole entire experience reading Harry Potter, because I know for all of you that grew up with it, it's always really exciting to get to see new people come into the community and read the books for the first time. So I'm just going to be making a video talking about my whole experience and talking about each books and what I liked and what I disliked and sort of what the whole journey for me was like. And so I don't want to talk too much about all the books, but they were absolutely phenomenal. I loved getting to read through the rest of the Harry Potter series and get to finally understand what this phenomenon is about, and also getting to be a part of it, because Harry Potter is just such an amazing series now that I actually can say that I've read it, and it's just such an innovative work of art, and just so great to get to finally be on the train to Hogwarts and finally be a part of this cultural phenomenon. And I'm so happy that I've read these books. It took me forever, and I'm ashamed that it took me this long, but I did it. And that's what's important, and I'm so glad I got to finish these books in the month of August, and I cannot wait to talk more about them with you guys later on. So I have 2 books left that I read in the month of August, one of which is actually an arc in a book that is coming out very soon, and that is Stealing Snow by Daniel Page. I have a non-spoiler review for this book that is going to be coming out very soon, so I'm going to be talking very briefly about it. But basically what you need to know is that it's a Snow Queen retelling, and sort of tells the journey of the Snow Queen and her figuring out sort of where she fits into this whole world. I don't want to say anything else, but I love this book. I love getting to see Danielle's writing style improve and getting to see her grow as an author. And this book is so worth picking up. I will leave a link down below where you can pre-order the book, because you should all get a copy of this book, because it's absolutely wonderful and amazing, and you'll find out more later, and I will leave the link to my non-spoiler review once it is up, so you can go and check that out if you want to find out more. The final book that I read in the month of August is one that I am so glad that I finally picked up, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This book is being made into a movie, and one of the characters in there that actually isn't that important, his name is Mr. Brown, is being played by America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Daveed Diggs. I am so excited to get to see this movie adaptation come together, because I know for me, I feel super guilty that it had to be the movie adaptation that pushed me to read the book, but now that I've read this book, I just feel so empowered, and it's such a beautiful story, and I love just how it really just makes you feel like super warm inside, and it really just makes you think about yourself and your actions, just kind of the way that you look at people, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. And if you do not know what it's about, basically it follows Augie Pullman, and what you find out about him is that he has this facial deformity, and so because of that, he's never really attended public school, and so when he gets to 5th grade, his parents decide to send him to public school, and so this story basically follows Augie and his journey of having to go through being picked on, and having to actually be among other kids, and have this deformity, and having people look at him weird and see him differently, and him having to go through the struggle of being different in this group of people, and learning to sort of fit in and find his place. And it's such a beautiful story of telling just kind of how we look at people and how we judge people, and just kind of how you really don't know somebody by their outside cover, or judging a book by its cover. And it just makes you feel so inspired and so empowered. I loved getting to read this book. I read through it in a day, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm so excited to see this book adapted into movie. I know the cast is going to do a fantastic job, and I'm so glad I was able to pick this book up before it gets adapted, because I had the best time in the world reading it. So that is it for all of my reads for the month of August. I had an absolutely fantastic reading month, and I'm so glad that I was able to share that all with you, and that I'm getting back on a regular progress with my reading and with my uploading and just with life in general, because it's been really crazy, and I'm glad that I'm able to sort of calm down now and get to do what I love. And I'm rambling, and my battery's about to die, so I should go. Goodbye, guys, and I will see you next time when I upload a new video. Goodbye!